And we're back with TSPN, and we have my good friend Dave Carlson. How are you doing, Dave?
Morning, Richard.
We serve on the hospital foundation board together. And,
yeah.
we try to play golf once in a while.
Every now and then. That's right, yeah.
Now, this is a different kind of tournament, the 5 Easy Pieces tournament.
It is, yeah.
It's not too hard to explain, but it's difficult to choose your clubs.
It is, that's right. The unique feature of this, that one of the things that sets us apart is the golfers are limited to 5 clubs plus their putter in their bag. Mm-hmm. And they cannot share clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They cannot share clubs, and they can't hide clubs around the course. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because sometimes you're out there wishing you had, I wish I would have got my 3-wood.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I only chose my driver.
Yep, yep. You'll find yourself out there in situations that say, I've never hit this club from this position before. It adds to the challenge, to an already challenging game.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a case where somebody used their driver as a putter?
Yep.
I've seen pros do that.
Yep. Yep, and I've seen guys hit a 7-iron where they normally hit a wedge and find out that they can actually get it to the green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tournament, when is it, and how much is it, and all that?
It's Friday the 23rd at Castle Oaks. The folks down there have been really good to us for the years, so it's been there every year. Mm-hmm. The sign-ups start about 11 o'clock, 11:30 in the morning. Shotgun tee at 1 o'clock. $85 per player. Mm-hmm. That's all inclusive, including a really nice dinner afterwards. Mm-hmm. And we have contests on 3 of the 4 par 3 holes, mm-hmm. And a lot of excitement. We've had a committee that's been real active getting auction items and raffle prizes. So there's a lot of good things that are going to be going on during the day.
And another good thing. Well, how long has the tournament been going on?
This will be our 10th year, Rich, and we're hopeful, if we're successful like we've been in the past, that this year we'll cross the $100,000 mark in terms of our total donations to our beneficiaries, which, of course, are the Sutter Amateur Hospital. You and I are both on the board, and Amateur Stars, the local cancer support group.
That's the good thing, is that all these years it's been going to support good things happening in our community.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And Amateur Stars, people might know, do the transportation for cancer patients.
That's correct, that's correct. And there will be a group of folks at one of the par 3 contest holes from Stars. They'll have some material that people can learn a little bit more about who they are. And the same thing on another par 3 hole. There'll be representatives of the hospital there.
Right.
Talk about what's going on there.
And the good thing is part of it goes to the hospital, which their major project matching grant this year.
Big project. We've got a real ambitious program to support the surgical services, both equipment and personnel. So it's exciting.
$300,000, but it's a $150,000 matching grant.
Yeah, that's right. So
pretty aggressive.
As a board, we have to raise a total of $150,000 in order to get the matching grant.
So is this money, would it actually go to that, or other things going on at the hospital?
No, it's pretty designated. We're raising it for a specific purpose. It has to stay to that purpose. So it'll be to enhance surgical services.
Good.
Yeah.
And that's very important in our hospital to keep that going. But the STARS program is a wonderful program for people that have cancer, and a lot of people just need a little bit of helping hand.
That's exactly right. And they have the Camp Out for Cancer coming up in September, and I'm sure there'll be people here to talk about that as it gets closer.
Well, I'm like some people. I haven't got a team in there yet, but I'll tell you, I'll have a team. So.
Yeah, well, that's all right. You're going to be getting a phone call from us.
Yeah, I'll be doing my regular sponsorship too. So.
I appreciate that.
But the tournament, who came up with this idea?
Well, originally the tournament itself goes back even more than 10 years. The Sutter Amateur used to put a tournament on themselves. And before I got involved on the board, they decided they were too many people going in too many different directions. And I said, you know what, this is too good to let it go. So I picked it up as I came onto the board. And it's not officially a function of the hospital.
Right.
It's a separate thing that my company does. And when I was growing up as a kid, my father's company used to have a tournament where they had a limited number of clubs, and so that's kind of where I came up with the idea. Okay. So I remember playing that with my dad as a kid.
And I like your theme characters that you have for the tournament.
Yeah, the Three Stooges, yeah.
Yeah, Mo, Curly, and Larry, and
yeah.
That's always, what do they say, putt for...
Drive for show and putt for dough.
Drive for show and putt for dough. That's
There you
it.
go.
So it's always a good theme. I love Three Stooges. Let's talk about the Amador Stars. Part of the proceeds go to them.
Mm-hmm.
They also have another big event coming up too, and I'm sure they'll promo it here, but we might as well hit it one time.
Sure. I think that would be the bunco for breast cancer. Yeah.
Well, that one and the Camp Out for Cancer.
Oh, the camp out, of course. Yeah, that'll be coming up before bunco. That's September 7th, I think. It's in that weekend out at the county fairgrounds. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of other groups that are raising money to help them, and be quite a few people out there. And if folks haven't gone to that before, it's really quite a moving experience to be part of that.
See, when they do the luminaries, especially, that's kind of a pretty moving part of the whole ceremony.
Yeah.
But they have a new thing going on this year too with the rib cook-off.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You gonna cook or are you gonna taste?
I think I'm gonna partake.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about Caldwell Banker's always been a good sponsor in the community of things, but you and Tom Blackman, you're kind of taking this one under your wing.
Yeah, we do. Obviously, we've been fortunate. This community's been very good to our company, and it's our responsibility to do what we can to give back when we can. Mm-hmm. And this tournament has been pretty consistent. Tom, in particular, is very involved as a director of the Chamber of Commerce. So he's very involved in organizing a lot of their activities as well. Mm-hmm. And a lot of our agents, about 35 people in our company, we always drag them in sometime to help support whatever we're trying to do on a company basis. So.
Well, and real estate people like to play golf too,
that's
just
true.
like everybody else.
There is a little bit of flexibility in your schedule.
That's you and I know is trying to play golf.
Yeah.
I guess we play for that good shot every once in a while.
Sometimes you think, I'm never going to play this game again, and then darn it, you hit a beautiful one and said, okay, I'll try it one more time.
Yeah. I hit a three iron on Sunday in our Native Sons tournament about 210 yards and set us up for an eagle shot. So that's what it's all about, I guess.
There you go.
Once in a while. Amador Hospital, Sutter Amador just had an event with a breakfast with the CEO, but I mean, all of that is part of trying to get people engaged in helping the hospital raise that $150,000 for the matching grant.
That's a big part of it, no question about it. A lot of folks have been in this community for many years. Remember the old Amador Hospital, and the fact that there were a lot of limitations.
Yeah. Some people go into our county building to the surveyor's office and say, I was born right there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the date and time, place one more time.
Friday, the 23rd of August, Castle Oaks, $85 per person. You can call my office. I know you have a graphic on the screen there that has some contact information. And about 11:30 in the morning it starts, 1 o'clock, and it'll finish with a nice dinner and raffle. And we will have a presentation at this function by both of the beneficiaries to let the guys know what they do.
Good. And all the money stays in the community. That's good.
100%.
Okay, Dave. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Richard.
All right, we're going to go to a break, and then we'll be back with Angela and the Friends of the Library.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.